All right, what is happening, good people? I hope you are all well. Coming to you with a video today to let you know that face diapers are back. Yeah, I know what you're going to say. They never went away, but this is different because the mandates are coming back. Not the woman dates, but the mandates are going into effect once again. So we're going to take a look at a couple of clips here. And so, grab a pen if you want to take notes on the latest science, the settled science, that has now changed. So before I get into that, though, I haven't been uploading on this channel because I have 2 strikes, which means if I get just one more, the channel is gone. So I've been trying to chill on the uploads, but I still am uploading regularly to my backup channel, which is called Still Maskless. And if you have not subscribed to that, please do. Otherwise, once this channel goes, you won't know where to find me. And also my BitChute. The links are always in the description. So yeah, let's take a look at some new face diaper rules and see what our overlords have for us now.
Carlos?
Well, that's right. The mask mandate is back, although for many of us it never really went away.
Oh,
Los
wait,
Angeles and Ventura counties have had a mandate. Orange, San Bernardino, and Riverside did not. Now this new rule requires people to wear masks indoors again in public places. State officials say the mask wearing will become mandatory in indoor public places, regardless of status.
It's okay with me. I mean,
Of
but I
course
do
it is.
think people should have a right to decide what they want.
Oh,
And
okay,
their own
Diane.
personal thing.
Now we're getting
In
somewhere.
Ventura County, we found people using masks, but they have different opinions about whether it should be mandated.
Sometimes when when it's mandatory, it kind of takes away a little bit. We should be able to decide ourselves whether we want to wear them or not.
Right on, boo.
We spoke with presidential advisor Dr. Cameron Webb.
That's actually pretty refreshing to see some Californians there kind of pushing back against it. So that's good. I'm really curious to see who's going to comply. I mean, people just rolled with it the first time. Are they starting to wake up a little bit? I don't know. So yeah, the mask mandate is back in Cali, as well as, guess where? You'll never guess. New York. Wow. That is shocking. So let's go over to GMA and see what they had to say about it. So this creature here on the right, the one wearing the clown suit, the Masonic clown suit at that, is yet another individual that I have to share a name with. I mean, between her and Sakatumi, they're killing me. They're killing me.
First off here, if people do they still need to wear a mask around each other?
You know this. You are as current with this CDC data and recommendations as anyone.
Well, yes, but it also depends. It depends on what the environment is, who you're around, how many people are around, how large of an area. There's all kinds of things to take into consideration, including your own feelings about it. If you want to be safer,
That
wear a
is
mask.
correct.
So you heard the man say, including your own feelings, and for once, I could not agree more. That's right, people. If you are feeling any type of way about something, then you can go ahead and do what you need to do. Feel free to do whatever you need to do to feel safe on your end, okay? That doesn't include, making demands of other people and forcing them to change their ways. No. If it's your own feelings, then you can deal with them, okay? Okay.
But here come the caveats.
Here come the
for example,
caveats.
here in New York State, it has just been made mandatory that if you are indoors, regardless of your vaccination status, or if you're not on the air, you need to be wearing a mask.
So if you are not on network television, then no air for you. Sounds fair. Sounds real fair.
That in a situation where we're seeing about 120,000 a day and about 1,300 deaths every day. We are in the thick of it right now. So this is a situation where we want to be doing more, not less. And remember, not 100%, masks not 100%, distance not 100%, but all of them together really layer on that protection and lower the risk. It's never going to be zero.
But to your point, you said we're in the thick of it, and people were hoping we were getting out of the thick of it finally. But no, this is where we are.
No one hoping that more than I.
Of course, Dr. Ashton.
The risk is never going to be zero. So what is the point in all this? Because remember, at first it was just do this one thing, and then it was another thing, and now it's a whole other thing. And now you have to do all three of those. What's going to be next? And the risk is never going to be zero, but let's just continue. Let's just continue all these measures and let's just aim for it. Let's just keep pretending. Ugh. This is the longest 2 weeks of my life. I don't know about you guys, but it's really been dragging on. It's starting to feel like 2 years. And yet we're still in the thick of it. And apparently it's your fault. You know, it's our fault because we could be doing more. See, we're doing all these measures, but we could be doing more. So, yeah, it's all your fault, you selfish people, you. Yeah, and she can't wait for it to be over. I mean, nobody more than her wants it to be over, okay? She's not making any money on this. And how dare you suggest otherwise? Oh, and did you hear him start to say ventilation? I mean, since when in the history of ever has anyone been concerned about ventilation? Like, oh, gee, I really want to go visit grandma, but it's cold season and her house is pretty old. So her ventilation is probably not up to date and therefore dangerous. I mean, you know, that's just a little sample of some more climate 19 for you. So apparently some experts say it's time to upgrade the face diaper. Time to change your diaper. That's right. I know you need an expert to tell you when to change your diaper. You're welcome.
We were told to avoid wearing N95 masks to save them for healthcare workers. But now there's a surplus of masks and facial coverings on the market. And some public health experts argue that it's time to reevaluate which ones give the best protection. For more on this, I want to bring in Aaron Collins. He's a mechanical engineer with a background in aerosol science. He's also known on YouTube as the Mask Nerd. Aaron, good to have you here.
No, it's not. Stop lying. He's known as the Mask Nerd on YouTube. I'm known as Maskless on YouTube. And I think you can take your face diaper and shove them, okay? I had to pay a little visit to his channel. His top 2 videos, here's the first one. Current top face diaper pics and kids' face diapers. So, not the traditional kind of diapers, but yeah, face diapers for kids. And this was the second one. Under 12 kids' diapers in under 20 minutes. So, featured videos are for and about children. Disgusting. Here's his little poo tube icon. Yeah, he's the kind of person that wears a face diaper in his profile picture. And that should tell you everything that you need to know about this person. There is a very special place in for you. And I meant it from the bottom of my heart. So, Aaron, I sincerely hope that you read it.
Plus, first of all, what those letters and numbers mean, N95, KN95, and tell us ideally what kind of mask should people be wearing now?
Yeah, that's a great question. So I think the best mask to wear is one that's on your face. So we can talk about the basic cloth mask that we've
we're going to have
worn,
problems here, guys.
Sort of our 1918 technology, but we actually have some really great technology that's come around since the last 100 years to really help provide protection both for others and to yourself. And so you kind of hit on that. There's all these standards out there, these KN95, KF94.
New technology from the last 100 years. Hold on a second, because this has been about 2 years. And up until, I guess, right now, we've been told anything will suffice. Anything, right? Put any kind of piece of paper or cloth or plastic over your face and you'll save lives. But, you know, that's science. That's science. You got to keep following it.
Those are what we call better masks or high filtration masks or respirator, and they feature some technology in them. They feature a non-woven electrostatically charged melt-blown material, and what that does is that it features, like, we actually have it in our surgical mask, the kind of very base level surgical mask actually features that material. But what's different between like a surgical mask and a respirator is that they're designed to fit to the face, and so surgical mask has the technology.
Correct. Meaning that they're supposed to be fitted to the individual, and the individual is supposed to be found fit for them to wear them. Not just for any Joe Blow off the street, but they're supposed to be specific to the individual. But, you know, we won't talk about that, will we?
Doesn't have the fit, and it doesn't really have necessarily the comfort because it kind of sucks to your mouth. And so the KN95, that's a very common standard. You've seen these all the time out there. And this is actually a Chinese respirator standard, which is just a test standard. There isn't a lot of government regulation to these. And so you've heard about a lot of fakes of these going around. F94, that's a style that comes out of South Korea. They look like this. And again, that's a respirator standard, high filtration material, great fit. But typically, the only difference is it comes with ear loops. Same with that KN95. And then the N95 is the US standard. They look like this, and they're going to feature headbands. And so what are those? Each are, surgical masks, KF94, KN95, and the N95 are just improving levels of filtration, inhalation protection, and also source control.
And the 95 in that refers to the percentage of particles that it filters out. Is that right?
It does. I think there's a little bit of a misnomer there because I think the minimum standard is a 95% filtration, but it's actually at 85 liters per minute, which is a technical term, but it's equivalent of basically running at like 80% of your max power. And so in practice, these masks actually filter in terms of respiratory droplet nuclei. Those are the stuff that contain COVID. These actually typically filter at like 99% filtration or better. And so it just really comes down to like face fit, finding a mask that fits you on your face. And that includes N95s, KF94s, and KN95s all really have really high filtration efficiency.
Is it really filtering out 95 or 99% of particles? Or do you think it's filtering out something else? Like your oxygen supply? I don't know. I'm just asking questions. He just said he's been doing experiments in his basement with the science kit that his mom got him, most likely, for last Christmas. So he knows what he's talking about, folks.
How long does that last?
All night, baby. All night.
Them over and over again. And I don't know when I'm supposed to be throwing them out, in all honesty.
That's a really great question. So I actually did some experiments on some KF94 masks, and I found after over 40 hours of wearing in an indoor office type environment, so that's clean office environment, so this is excluding construction zones and stuff like that, but I found that 40 hours, there was no real measurable change in the filtration efficiency. And this matches other people's work to do this. So in general, my recommendation is you can wear them for about 40 hours. Typically what you find is that the headbands or the ear loops start to lose some of their strength, and that's usually the sign that you should stop wearing it, or 40 hours, whichever comes first.
Okay, I'm really nerdy on this. When you say 40 hours, you don't mean 40 hours from the package. You mean 40 hours FaceTime.
That's correct. 40 hours on your face wearing it. Yeah, that's good. In fact,
okay, she's really nerdy on this. He means 40 hours straight. Hello. I mean, why are you trying to take your mask off, lady? Are you trying to not be safe? What's the matter with you? What do you mean 40 hours FaceTime? No, 40 hours out the package, just nothing but FaceTime, okay? Don't ever take it off. That's the safe way, duh.
They don't expire just sitting out, fortunately.
So let me ask you about cloth masks, Erin, because one of the things that's really attractive about cloth masks is that they're nearly infinitely reusable, not to mention that many people find them more comfortable. In what circumstances are those appropriate?
Never.
And is there a big difference between the ones that have those built-in covers or the adjustable ear loops or the built-in nose pinchers and the ones that are just fabric?
General, I mean, I look for there's a standard that came out in the U.S. called F3502.
And this man in his cubicle alone on the phone wearing wearing his face diaper. Oh, I cannot. Oh, come back quickly, Jesus, please. Oh my gosh.
Nerds love these number systems. They make no sense to the consumer, but my apologies. Those feature what the KF94 and a cloth mask. These oftentimes, the mid to high end ones are easier to breathe in. That's kind of mind-blowing. They think they're hard to breathe in. They think respirator must be difficult.
So
in fact, they're
interesting.
easier to breathe in. And that's kind of the thing that I'm trying to highlight is we really have some really great technology out there right now. And so that oftentimes mid to high end respirators are more comfortable and easier to breathe in than a cloth mask.
In the beginning, we didn't have this as we were being discouraged from wearing it. You review tons of masks on your YouTube page. And as I understand it, you do this without making money in order to preserve your impartiality. So tell us, what have you found, especially as we are looking forward to the holidays and a lot of us are looking forward to traveling with kids who potentially haven't been because they are too young. What are the most effective masks for adults and children?
That's a great question. So yes, the supplies are back and there is an ample supply of places to buy. So I recommend...
If y'all really want to know what the most effective face diaper is, first, you're on the wrong channel. Second of all, I'm not even going to show it because my soul can't take it anymore. But yeah, this is where we're at, people. A year and a half or so ago, we were told anything would save lives, and now it's time to upgrade them, etc., etc. So straight trash. But this should come as no surprise to any of you because we knew this was coming. Yeah, they were never going to get rid of the face diaper. So the mandates are back, the recommendations are back, and the experts are back as far as all that goes. And it's just unbelievable that we're at this point in time. That's going to wrap it up for me today. Thanks so much for watching. Again, please hit up my backup channel or my BitChute. Love you guys. Take care. I'll see you on the next one.